Hello there everyone and welcome back. My war against the Draloks is continuing to go incredibly well. The downside is I kind of let one of the cruisers get behind me now, so that could be an issue. Although quite frankly, I don't think it isn't, because if I remember correctly, despite it saying 2 turns to move, I could do it in 1 turn. So clearly, there was a little bit of a typo there as far as what it's been telling me. So, let's just quickly get rid of this threat, shall we? I probably could have sent my entire fleet over there, but hey, victory chance is looking amazing. I'm a little paranoid about auto-resolving, but let's speed things along. Watch my health some. Okay, it did almost no damage at all. I'm fine with that, which means mass drivers potentially didn't have a chance to do any actual damage. And let's see, my hawks and frigates are not going to really stand much chance elsewhere. They can at least destroy the 1 outpost, but is there any reason for me to go over there? No. If anything, it keeps the Meklar from coming from that way. And apparently they have a battleship. So I'm going to have to keep in mind where that battleship goes, because if it goes through Saban Prime, I'd rather potentially just not invade that planet just yet, to let the Dralok outpost kind of like deal with it. Or at least have a little bit of contention there. But apparently my frigates are not strong enough to deal with whatever's field is, which is just a destroyer, so it's really just the defenses and clearly a planetary shield I'll have to deal with. Oh well, that's going to take a little bit of work, and a little bit of destroyers, I believe. Also, apparently my victory chance is non-existent, which I know is lying, because there's nothing up above on the ground, let alone no ground troops. So, let's deploy our infantry. Oh yeah, these are also upgraded to have additional troops now, I realize, because I'm pretty certain they had 4 before when I was going against the Mershon. There. We have easily captured this planet, so now I kind of have a refueling point. In worst case situation. And civilians are starving, go figured. Figures as much. They're not going to do anything for me, are they? Come on, you gotta at least have some form of food, right? It looks like they do, but they might be starving themselves a little bit with their protesting. And I'm not sure what to do about that. Because as it stands now, I don't even have the money to really build anything that might help them. So Alien Management Center would be first thing that comes to mind. They're not going to build it for me. Well, they're not going to build it for me, but their production facility sure as well. Hell will, so I'm fine with that. If they want to starve themselves and protest, let it be. I can still start repairs on this planet really well, so I'm okay with this. Meanwhile, on the other side of the galaxy, we got Yan 4 all built up there. I think pollution... I was asking if pollution was an issue. It is starting to. So I'm wondering if I want to keep that going for another turn. Because it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to do much in terms of conquering the plants. I don't know how much that's going to affect my troop transports, mind you, if the shield's going to be an issue, or if it just protects them from bombing. And I might as well just build an outpost here to be safe. Advanced military outpost, what's the cost though? Okay, 3 command points, that's all. And slightly better repairing. I'm okay with this. I don't think it's technically necessary here of all places, but I'm okay with it. And I'll have to see if I can upgrade the outpost over on the right. Especially this one here, which is just a basic outpost to begin with. So, if I could somehow upgrade to save some time, that'd be good. I wouldn't object to that, quite frankly. And Destroyer, I think I'm going to need you as well. I should probably design me a dedicated bomber, shouldn't I? To kind of see about breaking through those defenses, really. Because normally I don't want to kill the population structures if I'm planning on capturing them. Because it is going to help me in the long run, so it's worth trying to invest an extra effort into it. Now transport's available. Won't let me click there for some reason. There we go. 20 turns. This is going to take a little bit of time. I'm hoping it's going through the wormhole. That would be kind of nice. Because I know for a fact this wormhole's available. There's nothing in the way, and I have 2 sensor relays to spot anything that might be coming. And as with the last few episodes, Alcor 3 is still getting bombs, so it is a pretty resilient system. And And I have no clue what that battleship's doing. It's waiting for something. And quite frankly, I'd rather stay there, because I don't want to end up opening up a direction or a little area that the Meklar can strike at the rear of the Sakkra. And I'm a little bit paranoid that these systems are actually getting eradicated right now. Because look at that world. Niptinha 2, I'm pretty certain was a Sakkra world in this game demolished, so I need to do something here. I might be forced to action against the Meklar sooner than I thought. At least these two planets are doing alright. I just never recalled Sakkra being at war with anything else besides the Dralok, so is that what's left of the Dralok fleet maybe? Down there? The only thing I could think of that justifies Yiftenha being like completely gone, right? I really need to pay attention to the previous recording and see if that was the case or not. And I'm just contemplating what my next move is. I want to keep pushing, but I do need my transport ships first, and I think I want 2 or 3. Yeah, because they have tanks, they have like at least 8 marines, so just move everything over for repairs, I think, quite frankly. If I'm even allowed to repair over here. Knowing my luck, probably not. But I'm going to attempt it regardless. And the Draloks will see things my way soon enough if they're going to starve themselves, so I'm not worried. I just would like to rush the Alien Management Center. Akko 3 still getting bombed. Oh, another council meeting. What's going on here? Is it just another election of see who's going to be the galactic ruler, or is it something else? Just the same two as before. Yeah, just canon. So really?
I choose myself to rule this council of galaxies.
Okay, let me just skip through. So Meklar vote for themselves. I'll vote for Sakkra, because why not? Keep good relations with them. But seriously, is that all that the council is going to be for? I might be spoiled a little bit from Civ to be able to do a little bit more with the council. No matter. It'll help our relations. There's no risk of losing because there's not enough votes, so it helps build up relations with Sakkra some. So nonetheless, I can manipulate to my favor. Now, actually, am I able to upgrade this eagle here? Yes, I can. Ooh, it's going to be expensive as hell, though. I'm going to hold off on that. I have other things I would rather spend my credits for. Apparently not for a subterranean farm. So we'll wait for that until we get more population, I guess. It's probably best to get the subterranean farm early to build up the food some, but it only increases food per worker, doesn't it? I believe I checked that before. No, it gives me flat food as well, so it's still worth getting. It'll help boost the population some. A little bit more workers, hell. To be honest, I don't think I want this civilian over here. Might as well have it build. Actually, let me see. What would be better? More food. Yeah, we'll have it build up more food. Get the population going. Then I'll worry about science later. And I don't need to upgrade you, Space Factory, because extra armor does not seem helpful when you're automatically going to get destroyed in combat anyway. And okay, it does speed up production a little bit. Only by the 5 turns it took to build a regular outpost. But I'm not complaining. That's a boost that helps things out. Because I'm probably going to have to declare war on the Meklar really soon if this is going to escalate. Let's see, there's a scout. Okay, the battleship's going somewhere else. I'm just not sure where. So keep a sharp eye on it. And do I have any sensor nets around? I wish there was little icons zoomed out like this that actually would tell me where my sensor net was. Because I think that's the closest I have, and it's not close enough to see where the battleship's going, unfortunately. So there's that. Either way, I think, yeah, with these 2 transport ships, I could consider getting ready to capture Eurolus 2. I gotta work on my pronunciation a little bit better, don't I? Just a little bit. And I do want to keep my fleet in that system, because apparently I'm not even able to see the cruiser. So it's worth pushing back out. Yeah, they got a frigate, they got a destroyer, neither of which is a real threat, thankfully. So I'm okay there. So I want to move this entire fleet, maybe? This is tough call. I think I'll move almost all of them except for my one frigate at half health. Get some time to repair. I think that's due. Because the big risk I have, like I mentioned before, is the attrition from gradually taking damage from all these engagements. Especially with the mass driver, which ignores all my shield that I'm trying to invest so much in. Now, LO3, you were all set here. As much as I would like to put space elevators on you, that's going to increase my costs even further, which I don't think I'm prepared for. So, let's build more troop transports. A couple more, and maybe I'll start throwing some more cruisers in that. Speaking of which, do I even have an emu being built somewhere? I thought I did at one point. I just can't remember where it's building. Oh, there it is. 14 turns, slow and steady. I would like to have a second one to kind of pair it with the advanced military outposts that I'm going to have. I don't know if it's actually the best for defensive postures, defensive positioning, but its intention was to be equipped for, so hopefully that works out. Also, we got Destroy up here, because, yeah, I did pull back almost all my fleets that was northward, didn't I? Except for the 3 frigates there that are due probably for an upgrade. Let's see, we got 2 destroyers here in Cestus 4, which is not a big deal, and I do have scouts. Ooh, the Sarrak are making a counterattack. Ooh, things are getting intense now. And they got a lot more coming, so despite the fact they have an entire fleet up in Sabaean Prime, they are still prepared. Although, I think the AI bugged out here, because otherwise, what I would assume would be an invasion fleet to go against the Draloks is not pulling back, so that's probably almost all their entire fleet not being utilized, so I'm a little upset by that. But I think with the scout here, I want to push forward and keep an eye on the Cylons, see what their issue's like. So, as much as I would love to stay and watch, I think we have better use elsewhere, which is flying down to see what the Cylons are up to. Because I have not even explored any of their plants, I don't think, and I have no idea how screwed they are right now. Because I can't fight a war on 4 fronts, let alone 2 more than likely if I'm going to go up against the Meklar. So I need to start prioritizing, which means I need to scout things out. This is Yan Prime. You're going to keep building troop transports, because yeah, you're the less effective production world. Your pollution is going up, so if that won't be an issue anytime soon though, so I think I'm good here. Keep on pushing forward. Says 20 turns, and ooh, another spy, and this is in Selok 3. I seriously doubt you're going to be useful in Selok 3, but I gotta try and get something done, especially since I don't need him for defense anymore. Let's see. Nothing that is below medium, which is a little unfortunate. I would like something that has a fair chance, but maybe if I research the stealth armor that might help, or whatever it's called. So what do I want to hack into? Let's see, this is research and tech. That might be useful considering they have like the highest score, so I can steal some valuable. Infiltrate diplomacy. Does that do anything for me? Economy, military, morale. Maybe I could cause something there. Because I'm sure stealing technology is going to be so risky. It doesn't want to tell me, mind you, but we'll try that later. We'll build our way up. This is my first real offensive effort aside from my failed attempt against the Mershaw and the Dralok. But of course the Draloks caught it right away before I even got any form of intel from the dang, any of their damn plants, which I think was a Gazelle Prime if I remember correctly. And as you saw, that is not even very well developed, having no shields or defenses of any kind. Okay, I like this because I chose either soil enrichment or another kind of tech in exchange for the weather controls, so this seems like a fair trade. It's just a shame I don't seem to get the same kind of trade when I offer it, We're
glad you accepted.
Now, we don't have trade going on, do we? Yeah, non-aggression pact and embassy. I would like to get a trade agreement going.
Warning. You are exceeding the tolerance threshold for Meklar interaction.
Well, I already am kind of declared friendship with them, so I don't know where you're going with that. The Meklar battleship's already bailing, so clearly they're a little bit afraid of losing their ships. Oh yeah, weather control, I already knew that. Bit of a maintenance cost. And we'll finish up with galactic economics, which I still had going anyway, so I'm confused it even took me to that page, quite frankly. Oh well. Ooh, I got a brand new Eagle on the way. That's going to give me a massive power swing. And since I destroyed all the defenses there, I can easily take out this one cruiser. Oh no, never mind, it's a frigate. And that is out of the question for now, until my entire fleet's all mobilized, so... let's clear out this one little thing. Not even worth looking at. And I only took a small amount of shield damage. All good. Just try and keep their fleet strength down to the best of my abilities so they can't assemble anything. And let's see. I might as well leave this destroyer here just to guard, quite frankly, because, again, conflict with either Baratheon or Meklar is going to happen soon. Or even the Klakons. I haven't really decided who to go for. I'm just a little paranoid that the Sakkra can't defend themselves. But now they should be alright. They should be perfectly fine here. I'm going to assume, because they have their own damn battleship in the system now, so they easily could take out one of these, right? Even though, if I remember correctly, that was only a Mark II battleship, so... it's either a lot weaker, or they just recently got to tech. Safe to say they're okay. They at least took out that one battleship, which was probably going to be far more powerful than a single destroyer. So, let's carry on. Let's avoid Orion for a time being, as much as I like to conquer that system some point. I got plenty of other Gaia worlds and Ultra-Rich worlds that I can fight for in the meantime. And Altair Prime is still giving me advanced colony ships as well, so I'm going to be able to eventually expand there. In the end, I want you to keep building ships, but I think I want to build more destroyers in case... let's see, only one fusion bomb, which isn't really a bad idea. Once it starts building up more destroyers, then they'll be able to do something about the energy shield, so maybe destroyers is the route I want to go. I'm just contemplating the idea if I want a dedicated bomber for some reason, which really is a stupid idea, because of what I said earlier. I want to try and capture worlds, and that ship is just dead weight if there's no planetary shields or defenses I have to worry about. And I don't care about a regular battleship just yet. I do like to make my own offensive, or more like, yeah, like I said, offensive battleship there, whereas the Emu was meant more as defense. I don't think it has the right equipment for it though, but that's a little bit of playtesting. And Full Piz Prime, what the hell are you? You're just Abundant World and all that, so nothing too exciting here. You're even max population, so I don't really need food so much. Aside for the hope maybe of being able to take more people off of food. Otherwise, I can't really think of what else I want with you. Besides terraforming. Only thing I can think of, unless you want to make money for me, which actually would start building up for me quite a bit if I do with several worlds. So I'll hold on to that idea. Let's see how many, oh, they just made it to the system, never mind. I thought for some reason they were able to move, so they might get attacked, and the Draloks are going to be fools for doing so. With 2 cruisers and a bunch of destroyers and that, I'll be able to handle anything they throw at me, aside for a battleship with an escort fleet. And even then I was able to take care of that relatively well. Oh, who am I kidding? Dralok never even built a battleship yet. I'm completely wrong on that. I haven't even fought a single battleship yet, let alone made one. And there's the battleship from earlier. It's making its way to pretty close to the heart of the Sakkra system, so hopefully you're able to deal with one battleship. Maybe the outpost will take it out. Aww. Wishful thinking, I know. But then, if somehow the outpost has single-handedly took out a battleship, I don't think I would need to worry about the Sakkra from here on out. That was my thought. And I only got 2 troop transports. I seriously doubt is going to get through that. Oh, auto-resolve the missile defense. I don't want that. Ooh, my eagle took damage, damn it. That was not what I had in mind. It lost all its shields in that, so next time, make a note to myself to actually let that go. Because I know point defense can easily deny that missile-based defense, and I'm disappointed by our auto-resolve right now. Now, Ferris Prime. Let's see, what kind of world is this? Is this just arid? Is this? I'm wondering, why is Ferris Prime not a Terran world? Did something happen here that I'm not aware of that caused it not to be Terran, or is that some like racial trait from the Mershaw, rather, that kind of de-evolved their planet? I'm a little bit baffled. I'm gonna have to see about fixing that. Or maybe they suffered so much pollution, maybe it brought down the terraform level of their world? Only thing I could think of. Although to be fair, I'm not quite versed with how the game mechanics work, so I'm left to wonder what the hell just happened. Also, Cessus, how are you doing? Oh, you just got a new population. And you're striking, that's helpful. Do I really need to take care of this mess? I'm probably gonna have to, aren't I? So we'll get that worker back up. I guess I'll worry about the growth a little bit later. Because if I grow too quickly without having infrastructure in place, they're just gonna keep relying on me, so let's just focus on getting stuff built in that case. Let's see, we got a Dralok scout, right? Yep, that's a scout, so I don't have to worry about that. But I think it was already scouting Nortis 4. And I don't like that. They can now potentially spy on me if they haven't gotten to explore my worlds yet. Ooh, and another transport ship. So, I think I got enough for conquer the next few worlds. And I got 2 worlds already dedicated to that. So, do I build my battleship from Elo or not? I actually think I do. I just gotta build it first. Because I don't want to go with the static one. Although it's already got pretty much all the tech I care about. Except for an electronic computer, you can friggin' go. Let's boost the accuracy on that. Class 3 shields, perfect. Neutronium armor. And let's see, ion drives, which I'll have to upgrade pretty soon. So, without a doubt, we get ourselves some battle pods. Let's get the most out of my command point, shall I? Shall we, rather? And see, somehow, can get this in here. Yeah, shield capacitors in, so what does that leave for me? Not nuclear bombs. Let's get rid of you. Well, I did that wrong, so let's get rid of you again, shall we? I would like to get rid of the mass drivers, finally, and give me some real proper point defense weaponry. Although, let me have a look at their stats, quite frankly. Actually, what is... Yeah, that's already all-round facing. I want to check its stats. 20 total DPS. Is that because I have more? Yeah, it's so 2 per mass driver. That's good to know. And this is 8.75 per... Well, it's not point defense. There we go. Now, so practically 3 times the damage. For less production, or less cost. Oh. Yeah, so less cost, more damage. Can anyone really complain? What about the space, though? It doesn't want to tell me space, it just tells me how much of the total space. So that's going to be a little irritating to figure out. I'm going to assume it's about the same, hopefully. Let's see, 10 is 6.5. This is not helpful for me. I just want to know how much it is in size. Or am I looking the wrong spot? Nope, not telling me. That's helpful. 593, that's all I know for 10 of them. So yeah, 7 of them for almost triple damage, that's perfectly fine. I think that's a good trade-off. I don't want the fusion beams because I'm going to focus more on the graviton and pulsons, I think. So, pulson missiles, you are in, and you are also upgraded. So what the hell do I want to give you? I think I want MIRV. Double the damage. Let's see. And it splits into 4 warheads, which in theory makes it hard for point defense to shoot at it. I'm hopeful. I am hopeful. Get rid of the fusion beams here. And then upgrade these graviton cannons to be like heavy mounts and all that. Don't know what it is about heavy mounts, I just like them there. Doubles the range, gives a massive damage boost. Does slow it down, but again, double range, so potentially it can use as a long-range sniper in situations that I'm not comfortable in. Get heavy damage in earlier. I don't know if enveloping is useful or not, though. It just do more damage to shields, what it sounds like. So, we're going to have 5 of those there of the heavy mount. We're going to have some broadside, or do I want all-around type of fire? I like the idea of broadside weaponry. Oh, these are already heavy mounts, so let's try and fix that. Let's see, continuous fire increases penetration of armor, I think. Oh, does more damage the longer it fires on the same target, okay. That sounds good for, like, frontal fire, probably, with the turn radius. So I don't think I'll have any modifications, we'll just have some side ones, maybe a couple extra weapons on the front. Or do I even want any fighters? That's something I haven't considered. Even then, I'm only going to have 1, so I don't think it's worth it. Or photon torpedoes. Although I'll have to look at it some other time. Don't think I care too much about that. Yeah, we'll have a few on the front to complement the heavy mounts. And that leaves some room for maybe another missile. Not quite. Not quite, but we're good. Point defense is always welcome. And this one we're just going to call the Griffin. No fumbling, no misspelling. I know exactly how to spell this thing. Do I want any coloration on it? I like the green tips, though. Completely changes the wing color a little bit. Nothing too drastic, so hopefully this will be more than enough. And now, Elo, like I was playing, you're going to build my Griffin. 26 turns, a little bit cheaper than Emu, which I'm really hoping this means it's far more defensive. Apparently, it has less defense and less attack range, so what the hell good is this thing, I wonder? And it costs more, so I'm going to have to rethink that a little bit, maybe. I'm not sure. I'm a little bit baffled by that, so hopefully the extra 30% to hull is going to be useful.